Hey guys, today I am going to be going over a Hearts of Iron 4 template guide, which is going to cover pretty much all of the base infantry divisions you're going to need for No Step Back. Now, there is going to be a couple really important things that I am going to cover in this in chapters, so if you guys want to skip ahead onto just the templates, you can go ahead and do that by clicking on the little intro thing down below in the video, and then clicking on whatever section you want to go to, but still, this part I'm going to cover is pretty important. So with No Step Back coming out, there's been a lot of combat width changes, which is why all of the templates in today's video are specifically designed for forest and jungle tiles. I'm going to actually show you guys very easy methods on how to convert the templates over to all the types of tiles in the game between plains and desert, hills, urban, mountain, marsh, jungles, forest, whatever it is you want in just a moment with the actual templates themselves. But it's really important now because the combat width penalties are so common that it's pretty difficult to actually be able to, well, make a good division without getting penalties assigned. So you need to know that the way that people design their templates now are based on the amount of troops they can actually reinforce into the battle. So for example, we have a forest and jungle tile here. Forest tile. Forest and jungle tiles are the same. Here, as you can see, it's 84, which is the base combat width, and then additional attacks of 42. Now what this means is the divisions, if they're going to be designed around the reinforcement rate number, which is what you should do, is the second one that says additional attacks, it's best to design your templates around either that number or half of that number. So for this, we would design either 21 widths or actually 42 widths for that tile. Same thing goes for over here in jungles. As you can see, these are the same thing. It's 84 and 42. Hills are 80 and 40. If I can find a hill, let me just click on anywhere in Spain. 80 and 40. We have mountains. Let me click on one in Spain again. As you can see, this one is 75 and 25. And then finally, we have urban, which is 96, yes, 96 and 32, and then we have marsh. Where's marsh? Right here, which is 78 and 26. Now the most common tiles in the game are forest, jungle, plains, and desert, which means the combat division width is going to either most of the time be 42 or 45 for the best division design. So the way that you're going to be able to figure out where the divisions are going to be used, I said that wrong. The way that you're going to be able to figure out where it is that you're going to be using these divisions, go ahead and click F5 on your keyboard and you'll open the special map mode. You can also press it by following my cursor on the screen right here, down here to the right, and click on terrain map mode. Now what this does is it lets you see all the different tiles in Hearts of Iron 4 based with different colors. So the dark green is forest. We can see the large open clay pot Minecraft looking color. I'm terrible with colors right now. We can see that's plains, and then we can see this is marshes. Then if we look over in the Pacific, you can tell that by zooming in, this light greenish, that's going to be jungles. Then we have this, which is hills. You get the idea. You'll be able to figure it out really quick and easy the more you play, but in Hearts of Iron 4, the majority of the tiles in the world are plains, desert, jungle, forest. For Europe, it's pretty much all forest and plains tiles. For Africa, it's pretty much all desert tiles, which are also 90 and 45, just like plains and desert. So yeah, that's pretty much how you can figure out the design type-ish for your templates. So like, you know what you're going to be using them in, because if you know you're going to go to war with the Soviets as Germany, you're going to want to make your divisions around attacking forest and plains tiles. So make your tanks designed in a 45 width combat, or well, actually there is no half of 45 in Hearts of Iron, so yeah, just make your tanks for a 45 width. Or if you're going to be attacking forest, make them a 21 or a 42. So whatever the number is, as long as it's an even number, just cut it in half and you can have 2 of those templates, or you just have 1 for each reinforcement. So now that that's out of the way, you guys understand that very important aspect of how the combat width has actually changed with the tiles and how they work now. What you're going to do is check out the rest of this. Alright, so here we have all of our templates. All of these, again, like I said, are designed for forest and jungle tiles, which, if you did not know, I just had to go on my second monitor because I'm still not totally sure about it. It's 84 and 42. And I just designed them around that idea because that's kind of the lower end of it compared if I designed them to fight in plains and desert tiles. But the majority of the tiles in the world, I think, are plains tiles from what I remember. Or sorry, forest. So that's why I designed them around the forest number. So, first off, we have a garrison division, which these two templates are exactly the same. And the AT battalion, this says all from my other one. So if you guys have seen it, you can just skip over those two. But anyway, so here we have a garrison division, just 2 light AA, 1 support AA, 1 engineer company, 4 infantry divisions. These are meant to really just guard islands and really just whatever. Your ports, things like that you don't actually want to put full-on major divisions into guarding, just kind of like something, get a really good entrenchment bonus. Second off, we have an anti-air division. This is kind of stupid, a lot of people think, but the reason that this works is because fighters sometimes can be taken down by AA in battles now, which is weird. I don't know why that's happening. Don't know if it's the static AA in the state or what, but I've been having that happen lately. But if this unit is in a battle, it will give enough air reduction penalties to the rest of the troops in the battle that the air superiority penalty that you're getting for not having it is pretty much just gone. It also will destroy tons and tons of casts that are also in the battle, so that's why I like this one. Now on to our main infantry division. Here we have just a simple 9-1. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering why. Artillery has been debuffed, yes, but because you want to design these around a 21 to 42 combat width, as you can see, I have it designed at a 21, so you can't get to an uneven number without artillery, AA, or anti-tank, so I just threw the 1 artillery in there to get the most bang for your buck. You can also do a AA gun if you would like, and just add a 2nd infantry, and still have your support already in there to get a little bit extra anti-air bonus. Really, it's up to you, but that's just the way I design a kind of main combat infantry. Oh, and by the way, if anyone is wondering, I only have 3 mods on. One is the MI3, they're all on Steam. MI3 major skin rework, the immersive equipment unit, or immersive equipment icons, the more division icons mod, which is what this all is from right here. And then the last one is, wait, no, that actually is, nope, GDW, I believe, theater icons. So yeah, those are just the mods I'm using, so no stats or anything's changed, just the textures and stuff, so it's easier to see on that. Anyway, so here we have an elite infantry division, which is kind of the exact same thing. You can design this how you want, but it's just got everything in the support role, including a logistics company, because supply is so important now. And this way, it actually will kind of be made to fight everything. It has AA in it, so you can actually do some damage to planes, remove some penalties. It has some piercing in it, so you can fight a tank division, do a little bit of damage. And it has already in there, so it can do some okay-ish push if there's not really good infantry you're fighting, or it's really weak, but I wouldn't recommend pushing with this. Pretty much defensive. Here we have an AT battalion. It's pretty much the same purpose as the AA division, except instead of shooting down planes, this one's for blowing up tanks. And 75 piercing is not that bad for just 1940 anti-tank tech, which is what I've got. So it's just 1 engineer, 1 support AT, 4 infantry, 2 anti-tank. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit crazy. Here we have an AT division. Yeah, you're reading that correctly with how utterly insane that looks. This has 612 defense, 73 piercing, 233 heart attack, and 66 org. This, I guarantee you, if it can pierce the division, you will absolutely decimate anybody that gets in your way. And even though it takes every single tile up, in case you couldn't tell, it's a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 7 with a support AT and an engineer company. Yeah, this probably, in my opinion, is the best infantry type division for stopping armor. Like, if you're going to use it, maybe use it in Africa if you have a lot of supply. If you don't, throw in a logistics company and just have one of these guys in there. This is gonna do a combination of being able to hold off enemy infantry divisions very well, and also probably do a good job holding off tanks. It's kind of like an all-around template, but it's still specifically named AT division because that's just the way I do it. Next, we have an artillery division, which, as you can see, it's kind of crazy. It's 10 artillery and we have 6 infantry with 1 support artillery. Now, the reason that we don't have anything else in here for engineer companies is because the more types of support companies you add, the less effective your organization is. And for this template, you want as much as you can get, and you're also going to be using up a lot of equipment. You're going to be losing a lot of equipment, so you don't want to go too crazy in the cost. So it's just very simply just, yeah, it's just 10 artillery, 5 infantry. It's got 440 soft attack, which is very good for an infantry division. It's got 352 defense, which is pretty good. Has 37 org, which is pretty bad-ish. But if you use this division, you're probably going to more than likely just steamroll anybody in your path anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now we're going to be on to our special forces templates. So here we have a paratrooper, which is a 42 width made for dropping into forest and jungle tiles. We have engineer company, support arty, support rocket arty, field hospital, because you're going to be using these guys a lot, and if they do somehow survive, you don't want to lose the XP they got. You also want to give them a logistics company so they don't really run out of supply as quickly, because they're going to be encircled pretty much guaranteed. So yeah, it's just a simple 22 divided by 5, 10, no, 21. Yeah, 21. So it's 21 paratroopers. Next we have a Marine battalion. So this one is very simple. It's just 4 Amtracs, 3 amphibious tanks, 2 support arty, 1 support AA, or motorized AA and motorized arty, my bad. And we have an engineer company, a heavy flame tank, we have logistics, armored recon, a signal company. These guys, they're going to be able to fight in jungles along with the other Marine template I'm going to show you guys. It's not recommended to use them to fight in jungles, but they still will be able to pack a punch, especially in jungle warfare, because Marines do get jungle bonuses for defense. So, now for our last template of the day, I'm going to be showing you guys a Marine division. And by the way, I'm going to do a part 2 eventually, where it's going to be tanks. I didn't want to do it all in one go, because this is going to be a long video. So here we have 8 Amtracs, 8 amphibious tanks, 3 motorized artillery, 1 motorized AA, 1 engineer company, 1 heavy flame tank, 1 logistics, 1 armored recon company, and 1 signal company. This is probably the meta Marine division to use right now, especially for like D-Day landings, because I don't know why the armor is not changing. Like on some of these templates, for some weird reason the armor is actually bugged and it's not updating after I saved everything, so I didn't want to spend another hour going through all this. But the armor should be around 40-50ish, if I remember correctly. Then you have your piercing, which will be pretty high too, followed by the other stats. Hold on, excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty much the that's pretty much the Hearts of Iron 4 templates that work really well with no step back that I've been using in multiplayer for about a week now. So anyway guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Keep an eye out for part 2 where I'll be covering a ton of really good tank builds. I mean, I was able to kill, I think, 1.5 million like ally and Russians, and I only lost like 50 or 60,000 infantry as Germany. Like, it's pretty crazy. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to go down below and like, comment, subscribe, and also consider following me on Patreon. Get your note or your name as a little thank you card at the end of my videos. So anyway guys, again, thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. I appreciate it. Stay awesome.